go and potentially getting Mazaalai one step closer to getting out of the bottom two to getting themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah, considering how Mazaalai have been playing, the possibility of a 2-0 is definitely there. I think we cannot deny that. For Tiger, look, this is not a bad map for them. They beat Tyloo, they beat Vici on it, 16-7 both times. They lost to Vici, they lost to Invictus. It's a bit of a flip-flop one. It's hard to call, but with how Mazaalai have been playing, the fact that they've beaten Invictus most recently, they had a close game versus Tyloo. We know they're capable on Inferno. It's their map pick. Everything is lining up for this to be 2-0 for Mazaalai, but still a difficult one. I think on the previous map, halfway through, coming even into the 5 or 6 rounds into the second half, I was still saying, I think Tiger should still win the series. Now, honestly, I'm on the Mazaalai train. The second win for them is possible here on the second map. We'll see if they get it as we go into the pistol round. Starting on the T side, Mazaalai will be attacking the B bomb site with all 5 players in Banana and Smokes on their way.
Smoke will come in. They're just going to continue to push through it, however, because it's a little bit late. And still, well, it's only to get the 1 kill. At least trades out 1 for 1. Bearcast now trying to play on the side towards Coffins. The Smoke going to continue to block his view. As the rest of the teammates will look to push back in. Put in from CT spawn. There's no utility left for Mazaalai. And Dobu, well, he only has a decoy, and that's already going to be thrown in. All right, there is a flash out of Aircast. Flash going to come through as they peek around. No one's peeking him. No one's even at the right angle and even shoot each other up a bit here. Machine Gun now, he's up high. He's only able to get 1. Sugu is able to trade yet again. But Dobu comes in big. 2 more kills for him. Now Nuis has to hold on by himself with the P250. It's not going to matter. They need to get on the bomb. They barely have time. Confusion. It's going crazy, and Dobu will pull off the defuse after getting 3 kills. Tiger will take the pistol.
Tiger taking the pistol on the CT side. It's a good sign for them, but it wasn't that good of a sign over on the previous map, was it, Jason? Where they managed to go 3-0 up on the T side and have their worst performance to date over the last 3 months anyways, and certainly over this tournament. As we come into Inferno, we see 4 SMGs bought up. Tiger are going ham on the SMG department, and I don't mind it too much with the close range duels possible, but they have to win this round, and somewhat cleanly, actually completely cleanly, considering they're only up against pistols, but they've already lost 1 as Cabal goes down, and things into a 5 versus 4. Tiger. Oh no, what is going on? They're losing players left, right, and center. Well, just left, actually. Top left and middle, but NCL's close to falling as well. He'd already been naded up at the start of the round. Now spammed down to 25 health. This is a disaster, Jason.
I mean, how many times have we seen this now? It doesn't matter if you have guns when you're against pistols. These teams always seem to be able to pull it through and pull it off. I mean, right now, Dobu needs to be very careful. Doesn't want to lose the 7-4. I mean, looks like they're going to go for a stack over towards B. And Bearcast going to rotate in, leaving Dobu by himself. He'll pick up the kill on the Sugu. Potentially going to have Zulkenberg there. Still contend with. But NCL is going to need some backup. I mean, he has the perfect gun for this position. Just needs to hit his shots, and if he connects on a Bartek, he's going to fall on 25 HP, and yet somehow no other bullet's going to follow up. Bearcast with the support takes down Machine Guns down to the 3-on-3. They're going to rotate away from B. Zulkenberg's got himself pushed up far, but will they expect Dobu tucked away inside a pit? Well, now they're going to know. Zulkenberg will fall. Down to the 2-on-3. Still a chance here from Mazaalai to... What?
All right.
It was timed super low. I didn't catch that.
I didn't notice myself, but it was a curious decision either way for both players to be just jumping towards the site. I'm guessing that was just a bit of a misjudgment on where those players would be. Still, they can look at that as a massive win, and they've done so much damage. Tiger come into this round having to invest absolutely everything, and Mazaalai definitely have the advantage when it comes to weaponry. Full AKs up against 3 SMGs. The utility is definitely there for Tiger, and on a map like Inferno, that's why you see them buy up 1 extra SMG rather than take a rifle with no utility. There's just too many choke points. You really need the utility to hold it off, especially towards Banana. You can see the utility not being successful in dealing damage early on. It does get them a little bit of information, but that flash, and those flashes rather, are causing Urcast to stay back passive. They were possibly thinking about going aggressive for a moment, but they decide against it. Afterwards, good flash around. I love that peek. And they are out of there with the man advantage.
I think, again, that's so important, is getting an early kill and then not staying too aggressive. I know we talked about this a bunch yesterday. Just early, get an early frag, albeit harder than just saying it. And you don't necessarily need to push up off the back of that. Keep the man advantage, especially on a map like Inferno, is so important. Look at this, both players, let's see, decide holding towards B in the same position, gonna boost up. The Aircast might just smoke this up and then back away. Within jiggle peeking this. Oh no. I think Machine Gun was a bit confused by that smoke. That's not where it wanted to go for Aircast, but that's fair considering what happened to Mazaalai on train. It's looking good for Tiger. Nuez and Sugu left alone. Well, just Nuez now, and he's going to be rushed down. SMG going to be upgraded to an AK. And unfortunately, I don't think Cabal's even in the vicinity to pick that up. But they get themselves 2 AKs. Still 2 SMGs, and, well, now Mazaalai. Maybe a couple of pistols bought, but that's going to be it. These SMGs can do work here and build up a lot of extra bank for Tiger.
Well, Jason, on the 3-0 that Tiger have, it's another round where it should be clean. There shouldn't be too many problems. And that's why, of course, it starts out with Nuez getting a 1 dig in the A side all for himself. He knows this should be a player short. He hasn't got any challenge from side or long. Gives it away completely, but luckily he misses the shot. Going up for a little bit more on top of the bicycle. And he gets it as well, with Cabal falling now into a 3v3. Again, Tiger should be winning this round. What a shot by Sogu. And all of a sudden, it is definitely falling apart. The damage alone is fantastic for Mazaalai, plus the potential to win this, but they've spotted the bomb. They know where it is. Sogu's got an AK, but the chances of winning this by himself are fairly low, so he decides to back off, moving towards the B site where Machine Gun's already pushing up. And of course, they've got Kevlar, so any weapon retrieved carries a lot more weight than it would have in the previous time they had pistols, where obviously without the armor, they're pretty screwed whenever they take a fight.
Is with how separated they are. Take a lot of time to run back towards the B side. There's 30 seconds left to go, and NCL, like he wants to favor his push in towards B. And wait for the plant to go down. I mean, they still have money, so it's definitely worth going to be going for. And NCL might be able to catch the bomb on the cross. He got only a nade left. Sugu actually will make it without being spotted. Oh, he will be heard. Now Nine's going to rotate to help out. Machine Gun in such a crucial position. I like how Sugu rotates to actually help him out, to trade out the frag. Or vice versa. He's going to go for the challenge. He's going to fall. They expect Machine Gun here, and they're going to rush him down, and we'll get the 1 kill, but he won't get the final, and they won't win the round. Tiger, 4-0 now for them, off to a flying start.
This is the Tiger we kind of expected, right? Well, look, in one way. In one way it is, in that they're 4-0 up. In that this looks good on paper. Or I suppose at an eye test. But when you look at how close some of these rounds have been, for Tiger, realistically, losing that many players to Deagle shouldn't be happening. For Mazaalai, especially against Mazaalai, for them to gain so much ground. We talked about the oven that is the T side. I think it's perfectly acceptable that we could end up in a spot where Mazaalai come back and have a pretty good T side afterwards. Via Dante. What does that mean? Dead end?
I'm not sure. I don't speak Italian, so
You're a disgrace.
I mean, I can kind of speak Italian. Spaghetti, linguini. That's all I'm gonna do now. That's all I got.
Oh god. Okay. Fair enough. Let me look it up. I forget what it says. The Evente, something like that.
I'm gonna watch you look it up.
Via Dente, that's the one. Via Dente. Place. There you go.
So we were both wrong. So don't
Yeah.
laugh at my lack of Italian. Okay. But yeah, obviously a little bit of a tech pause coming through. Not sure exactly what's going on. I know I can hear them chatting up quite a bit, so maybe there's some issues. But it is a domestic matchup, so I wouldn't imagine it would be like ping related.
True.
Probably playing on a server of their own choosing.
Yep, no one's on a VPN or anything like that, so all Gucci in that department. But yeah, let's just take a look at, so 4-0 can be very deceiving, right? You look at that and you think, oh well, Tiger, they're doing great, and they have got a little bit of money built up for sure. But it's not even so much about the economy. It's not about whether they have the ability to get rifles here and there or whatever. When a team comes in with just deagles and they bring it down to a 2-on-2 in the end, that is scary. They get a bomb plant as well. I mean, even better. And for the CT side of Inferno, we need to see them locking down those kind of rounds much better. Yes, pistols can have a lot of damage because, as we talk about, all those crevices to play around, but generally that's favoring the CT side because they're the ones that can wait for you to push into them. So it's a bit scary, to be honest, for Mazaalai doing so much damage in those first couple of rounds. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've got as we go into their second, third, fourth buy round. I do imagine Tiger will continue to struggle.
Right now, I'm getting very dizzy because this cameraman can't hold the camera steady. I am. Oh, I mean, look, I haven't eaten anything yet today, or I could be blowing chunks here live on air. And
God.
I guess fertilizing the flowers in front of me. Nuke, though, as a third map, if we do get there. I'm not sure exactly how that map could turn out for both these two teams. I'm just going to check their stats on it. I mean, 44% win rate for Tiger. They played across 9 maps, 4 maps for Mazaalai, where they have a 25% win rate. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Any vampires out there, they might have a little bit of a tough time with that camera shot. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was unusual, but fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Watch out, vampires.
So they were unfortunately speaking Mongolian to each other, and well, our producer, I'm very disappointed in him, doesn't know Mongolian, so we didn't actually find out what went down. How dare he not know Mongolian, right, Mitch?
Yeah, honestly, what a disgrace.
How dare he call himself a producer?
You must know every language in Asia if you're to be a producer. Otherwise, just don't even try.
We expected better, Sebastian.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Little push coming towards. You don't know why we expected better?
I'm getting carried away. I'm being too mean. Sebastian's doing a great job. So are all the guys. Blue and Assassin. Smashing it.
He translated it for us, actually. He's like, so I am doing my job, okay? He says there was some ping issues, but looks like it's all sorted. Or he's lying to me and just making this up. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, one of their cats just jumped out a window. Had to find it.
Oh, Adobe's going to be having a sad face. He gets rushed down through the smoke. Suga picks up the first kill. Bartak as well. Big kills coming through. Not expect Cabal to be here, though, and he gets himself 2 and gets the bomb down more importantly, and maybe buy some time for rotations. Come through. A third would be a godsend, and he does get it. Not, unfortunately, able to get a 4th as he will fall, leaving 9 in a 1-on-2. Either way, a costly round for Tiger if they can still somehow pull this back, but you have to imagine it's going to be very difficult to do so. So a flashbang for Zilkenberg and a grenade for Machine Gun. And a retaking with an op. Not sure if I'll count on that.
Well, you never know, Jason.
Well, hey, Blue, you can't give us sad faces because at least we know who's observing and who's doing replays, unlike the other duo here.
Yeah, exactly. Blez just
I'm expecting a happy face now.
Throwing the false info out here the whole time. Oh, with 9 just saving over that AWP. It is going to be a 4-1. And as we're messing about, Mazaalai, they're not messing about. They're coming in, all guns blazing, including the... Well, not... I suppose the A bomb site isn't a gun, but the A bomb site's blazing as well, as the bomb went off. Now, leave me alone, all right? With their weaponry and gun advantages and rifle advantages and all that.
Well, they do have the weapon and gun advantage.
There you go.
That is very true.
I can't wait to see a team with the weaponry advantage, but not the gun advantage. Wonder what that's going to look like.
I mean, that's technically that can't happen.
You've like
what if one team has like all Novas and the other team has like 3 AKs?
what?
Technically, they have the weaponry advantage because they have 5 Novas. They have more guns, but they don't have the gun advantage because guns are gonna be better with the AKs.
They also have more guns as well, though. The weaponry is worse. They're synonymous.
There is a situation, Mitch.
There's no
There
difference.
is a situation where it could matter.
There's absolutely no difference between weapons and guns. What do you?
Hey, you're talking to the American. I think I know more about guns than you. Okay.
Fair enough. I'll take that point. NCL might be the one with the issues actually, because he's just AFK at the moment. This knife out towards B, and
I think he's just wondering. Wait, can you
No,
have a
but
gun advantage but not a weapon advantage?
what is the difference between two things that are identical? That's the question.
Well, it's not true because a gun is something that shoots bullets, right? But a weapon could be like a knife, or it
Well,
could be
that's where I
like
was going to go with it. Was like,
something,
what if
you
they
know?
all have AKs? So the CTs have saved them 5 AKs each, but the CTs have utility like frag grenades. The Ts don't.
Yeah, but is utility a weapon?
Yeah, what? You walk into
So-
an airport with a grenade, see what happens. It's not a weapon. It's not a weapon. It's a grenade.
Yeah, but what if you have a flashbang? That's not a weapon.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about having nades. Either way, we've been talking about this for way
I mean,
too
you said
long.
utility.
Jason.
You didn't say nades,
We're
so-
going off the rails like mad. It's Mazaalai won another gun round, and it was while we were chatting. You saw that entry. They just ran up middle, took absolutely every head as they went. And with that, we're talking about 4-2. And what I was talking about before comes to fruition. The fact that Mazaalai are a solid team, that they've been playing well on Inferno, or a solid team today, not based on what we've seen this tournament, but they are looking damn good today, that's for sure. And because they made those previous rounds so close, you could already see the promise when they had the Deagles. Now they come in with rifles, great entry towards Apps, swing up middle by Bartek to find the player who was trying to get back into Apps. Everything worked out, A side open, easy plant, easy win. And now they come up against an Eco, and so I'm gonna take a risk, Jason. In theory, it's an easy win. And we don't see that every day. We definitely see the pyramid, but it's usually towards the pit over on B.
I'm more of a fan of the Ginyu Force.
Of the what? Sorry.
Oh my.
No, I
Never seen
genuinely
Dragon Ball
didn't hear
Z.
what you said.
Ginyu Force?
It rings a bell.
You've never seen Dragon Ball Z?
I've played the games.
Okay. Well, while we have a second, maybe look it up, and you'll see what I mean.
Ginyu Force.
It's the Frieza saga.
Oh, these dudes, yeah.
Yeah, and like, watch how they like stand, like their
Yeah.
pose, the Ginyu Force pose. I like the Ginyu Force, and you have all 5 sack.
Fair enough. I used to.
Well, Mazalai's not going this direction, so.
No, they're not. They would have got it if they went pit.
Oh,
Did the
wow,
Ginyu
whoa,
Force stance. Whoa,
whoa.
I went inside.
Whoa, whoa.
Graphic content. That's just offensive to him. It's like, what's, when they say, what's between your ears? It's like, well, for him, literally nothing.
I mean, we expected more out of Blue. Just gonna say it. Doesn't know Mongolian. Lets the camera show us things we shouldn't be seen, except on late night TV. And now New Eyes is gonna mow them down. Gets 4 kills. As I get the round. Oh. I was scared where he was going with that when I first saw the first 2 circles coming through. I'm not gonna lie.
He's drawn
He had me in the
roundabouts.
first half.
That was, yeah, so usually, like, obviously ecos, you're not too excited about them, but it just, look, they lined up perfectly. What did he get? Okay, none of it was a collateral, but still, he definitely gooshed some. Why? My phone's just started. No, Google, I didn't want to talk to you. What did I say? I said okay, I suppose. Never happened to you, Jason? You commentating along, and then your phone's like, I didn't get that.
Nope, I don't use that stuff because I don't want, companies listening to me at all
Oh yeah,
times.
try saying you've got your mic turned off. Then have you? So if you say whatever it is, hey Siri or whatever, and say a command, it comes up. Your microphone is turned off. How did it hear that?
What? That's creepy.
How did it
What?
hear the hey Siri then? Yeah, I've seen it where if you turn off your thing on Google and then say, okay, I can't say because my phone is going to start. But you say the command, and then you say something. It'll be like, can't do this right now. Your microphone is turned off.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, cool. It's turned off, but you can hear me. Awesome. Sounds good.
Well, right now, what's not good is the buy-up out of Tiger. They're missing a lot of pieces of utility. So 45 seconds left to go. 1 SMG, 3 rifles, well, 4 rifles technically, the FAMAS. And again, looking at Mazaalai's side, Sugu only has a Mac 10. Looking to maybe build some bank here, which with them having no head armor on 4 players, he definitely could do. Looks like they're going to clash straight in on top of the site. Dobu in a good position. His attention turned away from him since Cabal gets the first. He's going to spot the bomb. Sugu's going to fall. Dobu doesn't get rushed down in time. He does actually retreat back in towards pit. And these take down 1 player in towards site. Well, they expect another at 9. Might have just made sound, though, dropping. Aircast has rotated over, and Machine Gun just kind of walks in, gets an easy kill. Dobu now trying to fight for his life and fight for the round. Machine Gun will finish him off, but again, it's going to be on the 1-on-2. Zolkenberg with the AWP up against the FAMAS and the M4 out of NCL and Aircast, and they're both coming from the same direction. First shot not going to land. That was a shot they needed to pick up, and he might just have to give up this bomb. You just got to run away, save the op, don't give it to the other team. Tiger will get the round. A little bit of a misstep there out of Mazaalai, and Tiger can be happy about closing that out. Get themselves up to 5. Mazaalai still going to be able to buy up yet again, though, as we can see with the money they have in the reserves. I mean, Aircast technically drop over to 1. This is going to deplete a lot of the funds that Tiger had. Looks like there's going to be another technical timeout coming in. Probably due to some ping issues yet again. Hopefully we got our translate ready to go. See what they're saying. Tough times. I'm still amazed to see Tiger retake that. Obviously, a lot of credit has to be given over to Dobu. And a lot of damage done on the entries. But you imagine Mazaalai win this round. Probably a save coming through for Tiger. And that could be things all tied up at 5 apiece.
Yeah, and on the T side, having them this close is, again, a really solid sign for Mazaalai. When you're coming in and you're not the favorites, realistically, you're not expecting a such a tight start. But obviously, it is their map pick, and so we don't expect them to... If the teams are even and it's your map pick, you're obviously not supposed to struggle on it. But I'm quite surprised, in all honesty, at the Mazaalai we've seen today. Like, yes, Nuez is a pivotal part of it. We saw it for the whole first half of Train. I think it was 8 or 9 rounds, and he was up like 17, 16 kills. And then right here, he's already hit double digits. Oh, Tiger disappearing in front of our eyes. Some sort of magic trick.
Did Thanos just snap his fingers?
It's a good percentage. We've got 7 out of 10 left. Happy with that. Oh, never mind. Out goes Mazaalai. I'm sensing a server switch at this point.
Potentially. Obviously, we'll keep you guys updated when we do know what's going to be going on.
Oh,
no, not again. Bitch.
Where's the Avengers when you need them? Tiger got one guy back, so I was excited.
No.
Oh, he's gone. They're all disappearing. The poor guys. But yeah, dude, I'm sad that we're getting all these tech issues because this is actually quite a good game. This is exciting. Like, we're 5-3. Tiger ahead. They won the pistol. They should be. Only by a small margin. Could be an eco soon. I mean, I want to see what happens.
Well, you know what, Mitch? We will see what happens. Unfortunately, after a break. Obviously, waiting for the teams to get back on the server and get things all sorted out. Do apologize for the delays. Not much we can do about it from here, but we hopefully will be jumping back in as soon as possible. See you guys soon. Well, we got some good news for you. It seems like everything has been sorted, everything has been fixed, as we'll continue to go back into Inferno to see how this map can go. Tiger, well, they were in the lead 5-3. Last time we saw them, they're going to be maintaining it yet again. Looks like everything is good to go, though Sugu is really in Dante's Inferno at the moment. And yeah, well, he falls. No chance there, unfortunately, for him.
Got hit by both Molotovs. Stuck throwing a nade. Nade hit him, and then a second one as well to finish him off. That is a disaster. Losing that player early on. It's a huge advantage for Tiger. You know, realistically, they've not put anybody's lives at risk on their side. And it cost them less than 2K. It's a great win for them. But it did also cost them...
I know a lot of hitmens who are more expensive than that.
Exactly. Especially if you call them hitmens. They take great offense to that.
Well, I mean, if you're going to take me out, you need multiple people, all right? The position for Tiger now, their B players don't have much utility, but they still have their smokes. They blocked that off. Dogu's taking down Nuez, and Mazal, oh my, like RNG is just so against them in this one. It looks like we're watching a BR at this point. With Bartik and Machine Gun left alive with red HP in a 2 versus 4, and well, Jason, I'll tell you for sure, I'm not feeling their chances. Not gonna lie, I've enjoyed that Famous skin with the Astrala sticker. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah,
looks super nice.
I just bought a new one the other day. It's pretty cheap. Let me see what it's called. Commemoration, I think it is. It's really nice. I've not seen anybody using it before. Commemoration, yep. It's a gorgeous FAMAS skin. I don't know when it came out. As I said, I know nothing about skins, but it has like all the maps on it, on the back, the names of the maps, and it's gold and has like the CT player models.
Sorry, I was watching NCL. He's trying to pick up a kill after time. And Machine Gun and Bartek were extremely low. I mean, I used to, when I casted CS full time, I had, you know, my Op Asimov, I had a Fire Elemental, a Water Elemental, pistols, I had a Stat Track Blood in the Water, Scout. I had, what AK did I have? I think it was the, what is it called? The black, white, and blue one. It looks so good.
Oh, I know the one, yeah.
Yeah. Vulcan, yeah. Stat Track Vulcan. I was kitted out to the teeth. All right, now, Tiger to be kitted out. Nobu gets himself 2 quick kills. It's been a 5-on-3 or a 4-on-3 now, I guess, as Nobu does fall. Tiger getting aggressive, bringing the fight to Mazaalai, and it seems like this little bit of a pause has worked out wonders for them. This is looking like they're gonna go up to 7 on the board.
I wouldn't call it too early, though, with the utility left for the T side, Cabal and NCL being so low, and the flank for Nuez. This could work out. The thing is, Tiger are ready. They've given up control of long, and they know it. Holding down in the pit, Nuez swings out. He's got the angle, but now he's been spotted. And what does he do from this point? 9, ready and waiting. Flash goes up. The smoke down from him. Nuez, oh no. That screwed him over, and there's a flank coming through as well from Library. Nuez making it through that smoke to site. He's up on top in Graveyard, but Zilkenberg's being spotted. Didn't expect the second player to be there. And honestly, even if Nuez kills 1, he probably won't expect that second. At this point, player in pit. Oh, he's watching for it. The smoke behind him protects him for a moment, but then NCL emerges from it and catches the flank frag for 7-3. And Mazaalai, not struggling for money, but struggling for rounds. I mean, they are falling behind by a little bit at this point. I think it's do or die. Well, not do or die time, but it's definitely time to do and pick up at least a 4th.
Definitely time to do. Wise words from Mitch. And I agree. Due time is now. You need to start getting some of these rounds. I don't know how they're going to fare going over to the CT side, but the momentum they had off a train, 16-12, seems to have run a little bit short. Flashbang. Can't quite go for the shot. Even the incendiaries, everything being thrown. There's just going to be a very quick round. Nuez tries to get around the Molotov in time. He spots out Cabal, who misses the first shot. Control that spray, Nuez, as he will get the kill, but he's got more players in sight. He's got 10 bullets left, though, to deal with them. And now 4. He's being shot from 2 angles. He's going to fall. Quick play doesn't work out quite as well as they were hoping. But at least the information can be relayed. Dobu. Oh, Suga needs the shot, but he can't hit the shot either. The do is not working out for Mazaalai. It's going to be a 2-on-4, now 2-on-3. And NCL, good position out of him, catches Machine Gun, completely not looking. And the bomb's down. Zilkenberg has to pull off an amazing 1v3 clutch. You can see that NCL has an idea that he's going to be coming from behind.
Silkenberg doesn't really have a chance of making this work realistically. Tiger, as long as they hold in on their positions, watch those angles, and they've got enough players to watch everything. And then they can just play their time. He moves forward, a very difficult retake, or very difficult take on his hands. Missing the shots initially, giving away his position, and now a crossfire from side end pit that is basically unmanageable. He's going to make his way back around towards long, but NCL doesn't leave himself exposed. And with 20 seconds left, they no longer need to worry about that bomb being picked up and going B, because it's not really a possibility for him to get there and get back in time.
Yeah, just a save to come through. Quite needed. I mean, you got Nuez on 3,700. You've got him on 3,100. The rest of the team isn't really sitting too pretty, so getting a full buy round tier into round 12 is almost impossible. Actually, sorry, Nuez has a lot of money. It's still going to be kind of off-putting for them to have such a strong start on train. And now to have Tiger up 8 rounds to 3. I mean, they have that first half lead already. I was expecting more out of Mazaalai. Again, they beat, what, is Invictus 16-12, and Tiger lost to Invictus 12-16.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely did see a world where Mazaalai could take this game. And obviously, it's not over just yet, don't get me wrong. But it seems like Tiger have been able to deal with the aggression, the random aggression out of Mazaalai. They've been able to defend these sites extremely well. Obviously, Dobu being on 14 kills. I mean, he's a player that kind of has underperformed a little bit. I mean, he's had his moments. He was probably the shining star for them in their initial matches for Tiger. And then he had a big drop-off, but now coming back into his own with 14 kills. Be exactly what they need to take this map and potentially take the series.
Well, we'll see how things go for Mazaalai moving into this 12th round. You can see they've left the bomb behind, moving in for some nice little control towards Banana. The smokes are starting to fade from the CT side, and so they'll get right up in their face. This is really essential in a round like this to take some control, just to force the rotates. Whoa, that was a wide peak. I don't know about that one. Good nade at least. It doesn't make up for the loss of Nuez as he fell towards the A side, pushing up on short. I don't like this round from Mazaalai. I think they're starting to descend towards their previous play style. But look at that. I mean, you think about the duels they just took. What was the purpose of them facing there? I mean, there was very little direction. Towards short, pushed all the way up to hay bales before falling, while Bartek was still in the apartments, while players were seizing banana control. Then on the banana itself, they have 2 players die within the space of a few seconds, but no trades possible. They were unable with the angles they were holding. It was, you know, you're relying on you hitting your shot, or more so, especially against the op, them missing theirs, and that just doesn't happen enough to make it worth the risk. All in all, that was a really terrible round by Mazaalai. I mean, that, to be honest, if you overlaid, if you put this overlay on a matchmaking game, I guarantee you'll see very similar approaches. It looked like they were initially, right? Banana control makes sense. They've got players outside A, makes sense as well. They're holding for any aggression, making sure that nothing's seized by Tiger that they shouldn't get for at least a fight. But trying to take short and banana and apps all at the same time, but a little bit staggered, like a couple seconds between it, so you're never really overwhelming them. That's a very puggy style. And that will not work. Although I think that comes back to what Blair was making the point about with the whole thing about IGLs in this region. And I think the longer you go into a half like this, where you're not finding rounds, the deeper your strat book needs to be.
I mean, Inferno as well is all about mid-round calls.
Mm-hmm. Didn't even get to mid-round there.
Well, yeah. I mean, not having someone who can do that for you really limits your strength in a map like this. And Noah's already been taking a ton of damage. 9 gets that shot off right before being flashed up. Got Dobu again to support. Nade gonna come through. A lot of damage done, especially towards machine gun. They clear out 9. Dobu's gonna be ignored.
Interesting.
Yeah. Especially when they saw NCL get the first kill, so they can see in the kill feed. Okay, that's 1. Dobu gets a kill. Okay, that's 2. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was obviously not really a buyout for Mazaalai, but 10-3. Where's this Tiger been? I mean, we kind of pitted Tiger to win this 2-0. After the first map, I definitely started to question whether that was a possibility, but this is the Tiger we expected to show up today. What? How is Zilkenberg? Look how aggressive he's being. He just ran straight up banana without even a care in the world. No gun out. Not ready to battle. And yet they somehow have been able to get arch side control, except Nine's going to be here to get the first. Not sure if you knew Nuez has been able to get around the corner on him. Oh no. Oh no.
It's for free. For absolutely free. Great play by Nuez. The double opening. Cabal pulling it back a little bit with the damage done. He has to fall back. Wait for his teammate to make a move. Nuez, the flanker of this round. He looks for a third, and he's got it as well. That is a disaster now for Tiger. The round's falling apart. And with that, a fourth kill almost coming through. Cabal is low, and it's free as can be. Nuez shooting them all in the back. And with a fourth now for Mazaalai, look, if they get to 5, it's workable. They need to win the pistol in the next half, and they'll be right back into the game.
I mean, that was a round that Mazaalai should never have had, though.
No.
They don't check the corner. He gets out cleanly. Gets behind, spots up 2 players. This kill into NCL, not even expect him to be there. Individual brilliance. I mean, Nuez was a big player. Was it 16-3 he was on train within the first half? Showing exactly what he can do, at least in that round, but they need more. Like you said, 5th round would be amazing. Zilkenberg hits a great shot and took a ball. For that wide swing in towards middle. Doba's kind of stuck here. It's still, in the end, down to a 3-on-3. Not like Mazaalai really gained too much off of that. Except now 9 is, well, yeah, he's stuck. Don't tell me that he's going to get this kill. Okay, I was going to say. He had no right winning that battle. So Jared cast on the rotate, and there you go. 2 kills for the big man. And there's NCL all alone against 2.
He's moving in towards the side. The flash just popped in his eyes. I don't think he'll ever be able to see again. Zilkenberg with the AWP holding the angle, gets the kill to put it 5-10. Not a terrible half, all things considered, for Mazaalai. They definitely struggled for a couple of buy rounds. They lost direction. They made a lot of mistakes. But in a way, that's almost worse for Tiger, because if Mazaalai didn't come in playing so loose, I mean, what was the round where they rushed A, rushed B, rushed A again? I was like, what are you doing? Just pushing absolutely everywhere at the same time is not a strategy. That's called go out and kill. But considering they're making those mistakes and still ending on 5, they've recovered from the terrible start. And the possibility now to take it into a winnable position is there if they win this pistol. And, of course, as always, stop Tiger from planting the bomb. If you allow the T side to plant the bomb, winning the pistol isn't quite the clear-cut win you would hope for.
Like you're saying, a lot rides on this pistol round. So we're being very aggressive, very confident, I guess you could say. He goes back in for the repeat. He's by himself. I'm not sure why he goes for that. He needs to smoke this up. He could have just rushed straight through and towards the site. Luckily for him, they do back away, and you don't take your anger out on the chicken. But if anything, I mean, he's delayed really well. Smoke should be coming in momentarily. This wants to save it for the retake completely. Even decoys being thrown. Here come the smokes. Alright, so he will hold on to it. They're going to rile off a couple of shots, and they do execute in. Even some Molotovs being thrown towards the back. So he gets connections on the first shots. That's actually Dobu. And he continue to just jump straight through like jackrabbits. But it doesn't seem to matter. Tiger get the kills.
This retake's going to be rough. They can get some damage in with the utility, would have been great, but it's placed towards the back left and not dark. Or it would have flushed 2 players out and possibly the round win. Mazaalai in a rough spot. Nuez pushed through the smoke behind him. That is an RIP for him, but Machine Gun able to answer back with 1 frag. They haven't cleared the back right, though. Not fully. They thought they did, but the second player. I love those 2-man stacks when you've got the advantages to deal with. Good shot by Zilk, but it's not enough. and 9 with a stellar position. And that's what it's all about, right? We've seen it a couple times so far this tournament, Jason, where on the pistols specifically, you put 2 players towards dark. The first guy, if one of them is low HP, he's the one that swings out, tries to take a kill, and then they never expect that there's a second player there.
Big round for Dobu too, by the way. Shot through the smoke, then a push to the smoke for the second. Yeah, completely agree. We've seen that happen so many times now in this tournament. And I want to say, like, worked out fairly well. Look where he gets aggressive. Straight up middle, looking for that early shot. Looking for some sort of early advantage. Nagin to come through. Should tag 9 down. 4 HP. Maybe expecting some more. They're leaving Sugu alone with a Deagle. Oh, it looked like they were leaving him alone. As I thought Machine Gun was rotating over towards A. And you can see them trying to push towards apartments, trying to get some information. Very big round. Mazaalai can pull this back. I think we might have a map on our hands. Otherwise, we might be looking towards Nuke. And Tiger looking a lot more confident compared to map 1.
Well, coming in before SMGs, you're kind of oozing confidence, aren't you? With 50 seconds left, moving in towards Banana seems like the way to go. Good shot by 9, straight up middle. But 3 players have already stacked towards this side, and Tiger haven't got a clue. They're giving up all control in towards middle, so they're going to fully dedicate themselves on this site. Utility coming over. No clue they're running into a stack. And here we go. As the players hold down with pistols, the first to fall is Soku. Do they expect another? Well, Zilkenberg had a scout, and fading through the smoke with that, never really going to net you the results you're hoping for. The flash from Bartek gives away his position. They know where he is. The swing, no shot hit, and that is an underwhelming pistol on Inferno with a 3-man stack on the B side. And Tiger dealt with that very well. Only losing 1 player. And they recovered the AK, so it's only a Mac 10 lost.
And ideally what you want to see here for Mazaalai. The Tiger, I mean, again, like, I feel like they have the confidence. So, like, when it comes to Inferno, like, there's still, I think in my eyes, should be a map that they're going to win. Up against Mazaalai, you know, besides the whole 16-12, 12-16, 12-16 thing with Invictus. Again, mid-round calls, I think is going to be so key for them. Mazaalai losing the pistol, losing the follow-up. Maybe losing this round ideally as well, since all they have are USPs. This is going to be Tiger up to 13, and I mean, to see them not win 3 rounds in the next however many rounds are left. You're the math guy, Mitch.
Not winning 3 rounds out of, I suppose, the 11 that Mazaalai would need to win. It's unlikely. That's for sure.
This is why you're the math guy.
Nothing to do with...
I'm the height. You got Blow, who's the brains.
I thought you were the nose,
who's the looks.
A lot of these rounds, but do you really expect them to bounce back to that extent? Cabal...
Beachy, if they can't close out some more games. Whereas Mazaalai, they're just fighting for a chance to play in the playoffs, no matter what seed. And a victory here would put them on the right track. Obviously, it still comes down to how Lucid Dream performs. I think even Bren as well. Mazaalai, they still have difficult opponents ahead. So they've got nothing to hold back. You know, if you have any strats up your pocket, use them. Otherwise, you're going to be watching the playoffs from home. I mean, well, I guess technically they're at home anyways, but you're going to be watching the playoffs instead of playing in them.
I mean, you're going to be playing them from home either way. That's where we're at. This is a really important round for the CT side. For Mazaalai, no AWP, and that's been a big difference maker over on the previous map for them, especially on Nuez. Which was a point we could probably touch on as well, which I don't think we did, about Nuez versus Zilkenberg even. Like, it seems like there's 2 players on that lineup that impress me as an op more so than the op, and that's a problem. That is a big problem. But it won't be an issue now. Nobody has one. So we come on in to round number 19. Tiger taking this almost guarantees them at least an overtime, and that would be with Mazaalai on 10 consecutive rounds, a feat that doesn't seem possible if we're grounding ourselves in reality. Flash over Banana. Sogu's ready for the fight, but that jump peak completely caught him off guard. He had no idea that was coming through, and I can't blame him. As Zilkenberg runs away, machine gun quick on the rotate, has a flashbang. If they do decide to start pushing forward, they've smoked him off. Here comes the nade. Smoke as well. They know where he is 100%. Nuez. Oh, we can never expect that. A sneaky play by Cabal, who's now got CT open for the taking. No players can deny him that, and he moves to short to apply pressure to Bartak as well. The teaser looking to take this site, but 20 seconds left. Bartak could be winning this if he manages to hold on for just a second longer. One's crossed, but the bomb isn't yet there. 10 seconds left on the clock. One kill, but the bomb's still in their possession. They've got to go plant. They've got to go now. If he can take that bomb planter down, it could be all over, but it looks like it's safe. It's been done, and the retake has to come through. Mazaalai clawing at this round. They need it more than anything, but Tiger just need to hold their positions. They're all stuck on the site, though. That's a problem.
Oh, Dobu was really knocked down to 6 HP while playing the bomb. Incendiary was pretty decent to separate them, but Bartek just can't seem to get the shot on Dobu. And knows exactly where he's going to be, but he's on 10 HP, and Cabal to close it out with a triple kill. Tiger get themselves to 14. Mazaalai, money in such a rough position for them now. You almost have to expect. Third map definitely has to be coming through here, Mitch.
Oh, yeah. At this point, I don't think Mazaalai have what it takes to close this out. As a matter of fact, I don't think any team in this tournament does from a 14-5 deficit, regardless of CT side on Inferno. Nobody's quite that good, unfortunately, or quite that much better than their opponents from what we've seen. And the one thing that could make a difference, as we said, the AWPs, they're just not possible on Inferno. They don't perform to the same extent. You can't get a double op setup. Now, Nuke, although I don't expect to see double op setups on it, I think we will see a much better performance coming through from Mazaalai on that AWP. Hopefully, I really want to see it in the hands of Nuez. At the same time, I don't quite care what Nuez has in his hands, because he's just too damn good. He showed it to us at the start here on the T side with the rifle, clocking up an impressive 10 kills within the first 8 rounds or 7 rounds. And then over on Train, obviously, the same amount of rounds, he found 16 kills. Just dominating on the long-range duels. And 3 deaths, yeah, that's the thing. A hell of a good KD.
I still have a couple of pistols left to defend the B site. I mean, the utility coming out of Sugu, delaying things, another smoke going to come through out of machine gun. Or not machine gun. Oh, they have another one. Yeah, Bartek. There we go. Trying to play on the edge of this, so if they do come through, he has a chance to make this deagle work. And he's really on the edge. He has to be so careful to not be shot off. So many bullets rallying right past him. The flashbang coming through as well. Gonna push straight in, and he's got so many players to find. He gets 1 kill. But 1 kill's not gonna be enough to stop the bomb from going down. Maybe Sugu. Maybe what they need to stop the plant. Distractions come through, and Sugu does get 1, but he's gonna fall thereafter. And it's just all on Nuez now. And a 1-on-3. He's not even looking at 9. And that will be it. That will be 15 on the board, and to go here for Tiger to close this out.
Yeah, and we're most likely looking at it as well. For Mazaalai, they've pulled out the AWP. It's in the hands of Zilkenberg yet again. We'll see what he can do with it. It's going to have to be impressive. It doesn't just lie on him, though, on his teammates as well. You can see Bartek dropped him that AWP, which is why he has no utility to work around. And that's not as concerning because he plays the A site. If it was B, I don't think he'd even get that drop, to be honest. Oh, the smoke on the molly, the push down, a very aggressive stance by Nuez early on. He's done this a couple rounds back, but I don't think Tiger will expect it immediately. If they've heard the smoke on the molly, maybe they'll suspect it. But for now, they're very much preoccupied with middle as that aggressive smoke came down Banana. Zilkenberg is going to work as... Oh, it's actually not Zilkenberg, it's Sogu that's remained. The op is rotated to the A site. Interesting. I presume that would have been Zilkenberg playing at the car with the AWP to try and bait them in, but instead Sogu was jump spotting it, trying to bait them out. You can see even spamming. I think this might be even a little bit too predictable. Once you hear a player like sort of shouting in your direction, "I'm over here," you know he's doing that for a reason. Combine that with the fact that Nuez has been here 3 or 4 rounds ago, and the spidey senses start to tingle. They're looking to move in. They've spotted a molly down. Has he got a smoke? No, he doesn't. Neither does his teammate. Getting out is going to be impossible, and there he is, spammed down. Zilkenberg able to trade back another with machine gun, and all of a sudden, Mazaalai actually not in that bad of a spot. Zilkenberg catches one more, and the bomb is still in T-spawn. Urcast is faking out B presence, but that won't even do anything for him. Maybe it will. They must think he's on site. There's no way they wouldn't, but now Zilkenberg's holding him with the op, and he's got to hit the shot. What a shot by Urcast. He's got the bomb now back in his possession, and the final player on 20 HP. 20 seconds, though. He has to go fast, and he thinks machine gun's around here. I think he might just win off time.
I don't know why Urcast is running right now. Does he? No, there's no way. No chance. Almost clutch coming through. I mean, 3 kills. Machine gun just runs away and hopes that Urcast can't play the timeout correctly, and he will. He'll win the round. 6-15. Still not a shortage of money for Tiger. I mean, when Sugu falls here, it kind of like puts him in such a rough position. But Zilkenberg peeking twice down middle, just clutching that round out for him. Massive kills, and well, Mazaalai, even after winning that round, they don't have the best of buys. 3 SMGs, Mitch. This is not a team. This is not like a buy-up that you think, oh, they won the last round.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's the downside of surviving with just one player, isn't it?
Yeah.
Machine gun playing pinball with that nade. Didn't make it around the corner, unfortunately, but it wouldn't have damaged anyone anyways. Mazaalai giving up on the aggressive banana control. You can see with all the utility used up by Tiger. Sogo's stuck in the corner. He swings and he's gone. They give it up. They fall back. Machine gun on the corner with the AK-47, hoping to get an opportunity, but he's going to be smoked off. Decides to stay aggressive. And I feel like the decision-making on Mazaalai is borderline desperation at the moment. Good timing by Machine Gun around that corner, so he's not punished and even manages to deal damage to 9. The swing down bottom gets him a double spray down. He knows there's another... Oh, why are you still facing? There's a 3v3. Now into a man disadvantage for the CT side. Bartek stampeding forward. Oh, what are you doing? There was no more presence, Banana. There was no push. Why would you just run in apartments?
Oh, no, Nuez. That's it. Oh!
Oh, okay.
I called that a little early. Molotov comes through. He's going to push straight past, looking for the shot towards short, but Kabbalah will shut him down 16-6. So a pretty quick second map, to be fair, even with the technical problems we did have of having to load them into a new server. But what a game overall for Tiger to bounce back after training. They looked... I mean, they should be the team on paper that wins the series, and yet we kind of put that into question. But the performance